Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Paula Rogers on the line, and she's the Director of Client Relations over at Wrazel. Paula, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Adam. I'm happy to be here.
So I'm excited to get into what you're doing over at Wrazel and how you're helping your clients. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career and in business?
Right. Well, Adam, my career started in retail. It's where a lot of my sales background comes from. I've had the pleasure of working at a lot of great boutiques in Southern California and really had the opportunity to hone in on my skills there, working with clients of all different types and with many different products. And at the end of the day, realizing it's about how to communicate with your clients and understanding what they're needing and looking for to help lead them to the right product and at the end of the day, help them in what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's transition into what you're doing now. So let's get into what's going on over at Wrazel. First, tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Of course. So Wrazel helps cannabis and hemp businesses raise capital and a lot of other great things at the same time. We work with clients that come to us looking for capital in many different phases, whether they're just starting out or a little bit more buttons up with a couple more experience under their belt. And we help them connect with investors through our investment platform and our events that we hold here in our Wrazel headquarters in Newport Beach, California.
Let's talk a little bit more about the platform. And I know you just came off of an event recently, and so thank you again for making time. I know you guys are busy over there. So let's talk a little bit more about the platform and, you know, what investors or on one end and also the companies on the other end can expect.
Of course. So companies that are raising capital can come to us through any point of business, whether they're just a startup phase that needs help with their business deck and their overall model down to their pro forma, or coming to us with a client that might have already been speaking with investors in the past and on their second or third series round. So wherever a client comes to us, we're able to really help vet them in the process, making sure all the information they have is ready for our platform. And to kind of talk about that, that's where all of the opportunities that are working with our clients are listed. So when we've really kind of buttoned everything up and polished them so they're ready in the eyes of the investors, we'll have them listed on the investment platform to act as a beacon to the many, many, many investors that are coming to the site to look for worthwhile cannabis investments.
Man, that's exciting. Based on your vantage point of working with obviously the investor side and also the companies that are listed on the platform, any kind of interesting trends you're just noticing in the cannabis industry overall, whether it's medical or recreational?
That's a great question, Adam. I think the biggest thing that is, really throughout every aspect of this industry, whether it's cannabis or hemp, is the community that is coming together. Businesses want to see other businesses succeed. They want to see their fellow business partners in cannabis and hemp rise to the top of whatever sector they're in. So we have farmers working with other farmers, farmers working with lab testing facilities, farmers working with manufacturers to really streamline what is happening in this industry and make it to a place where everything can be a little bit more regulated and in the way that everyone has an opportunity to succeed.
Wow, that's exciting. And anything interesting in so specifically on the investment side, so meaning there's a lot of people out there that are, I was watching on Cheddar this morning talking about these big publicly traded companies and what's going on with their stock share or their shares. Now, that being said, the type of investments that investors that go on your platform can expect to find, are these publicly traded companies? Are these smaller companies? Like, where are these at in terms of I guess you'd say maturity in their business?
Of course. I would say that there's a good mix right now. None are publicly traded, but to say that some are in the very kind of startup phases and then some have progressed a little bit farther into growing their business is a very good mix. So there's, to talk about the platform as a whole, there's about 17 to 20 opportunities up there right now, and they're on everything from cultivation to software to implements to manufacturing. So there's a different mix for investors that are coming there. And we like that because all of our investors that come to the platform are looking for a little bit of everything. There's either high net worth individuals all the way down to investment bankers, VCs, you name it. So they all differ in the types of opportunities they're looking for. Now, what we've seen a big push within is investors that are more open to cannabis than ever. We would see in the past that hemp has really risen and kind of been the safe opportunity. When now we're seeing the push towards more cannabis businesses, whether they're plant touching or not.
That's awesome. So, Paula, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on Wrazel or to connect, what's the best route for them to do that?
Of course, they can check out Wrazel at wrazel.com. That's WRAZEL.com. Or you can reach out to me directly and send me an email. I'd love to give you more information. That's P. Rogers, PROGRES, at wrazel.com.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Paula, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and, of course, all the great work you're doing for your investors over at Wrazel and for the participating companies that are on the platform. All great stuff there. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, Money Matters Top Tips, leave us some comments. Let us know what you think and your thoughts about what's going on in the cannabis industry. Love to talk to you there. And Paula, thanks again for coming on the show.
Of course, Adam. Thanks so much for having me.